room. Dev sends one down difficulty guide. As for my assets I bought, I just bought all of them. For my loadout of choice, I picked the Falcon rifle, which is based off the FNFAL, and of course the Micro Uzi as my secondary, and it's also one of the few weapons to have its real life weapon name in game. So I'm gonna have the buzzer as my melee, first aid kits for my equipment, and my stoic kit flask as my throwable. I'll explain that what it actually does.
We're here, guys. Up ahead is Travis's place.
Of course, if you notice that my health bar, I don't have the white circle for my armor. That's because of the stoic perk deck. Now I'll explain when I get into combat. When you go in this area, there's two possibilities what could happen. You can go into this door or that door, but there might be a chance for a ambush. If you see three gangsters pretty much standing, you know, side by side and front at this door, you're gonna prepare yourself for an ambush. But luckily we don't have it, so we can just head up.
You need to act like you're there to go through with the drug deal.
You can go inside now. They're expecting you. Welcome. Put the money upon the table.
Okay, just do that, and
I'll help to my main man Chavez to fetch you guys shipment. You guys hang around.
Okay, time for our move. Get the masks on and let's go.
alright, before I mask up, I'll show you a very special loot in this map, and it's called the giant toothbrush. The one you're looking for is a very giant red toothbrush, and if you can secure that to the truck, you'll get a lot of money, a good payout. But there's also multiple locations for this, so this is the first one here when you're making the deal. The next location can be found is right next to this sofa in this corner in the first floor. The next location can be found is right here, right next to the pile of boxes, just behind the boxes, pretty much at the front lobby. The next location can be found in this corner here, right lying on top of this box. Okay, I think it took a while, so we'll just go through. No big deal. The next spot for it will be lying right behind this cabinet, and another location can be right behind this door.
Move it! All right.
Just right in this corner.
I got it. On the ground. Drop it.
The next location for the toothbrush can be found right in this corner in the bathroom. It's on the first floor. And the only location can be found outside is in this alleyway here, just right lying down on the next to the dumpster and this trash bin. So I'll just pick this up and I'll show you the payout. Of course, this weighs very heavy, and the color of the bag will be green, so indicate it's a very important bag, so it doesn't get mixed up with the other bags you can get in this heist, which is the coke. Now, there are two locations for the truck you can secure the loot, and that's a really good payout. The truck can be found in this alleyway here, at the very far end, or the next location for the truck you could have to secure loot will be on this side.
On the ground.
When you pretty much spawn into the map. Spawn into the map. There's a cash register you can open. There's also a few loose money. Will be one on this coffee table. There'll be one on this shelf. Pick up the boards.
Go to the panic room. It's on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, watch out for that type of door. There will breach, and there will be a couple more thugs you have to deal with. Now, this is a little bit unique in terms of how the police come. The police will not arrive until you actually kill Chavez. So you could have all the time you need to secure a loot. There's a lot of money bone in this room, so I'm grabbing for his snazzy payday. And don't forget the 2 on the floor here.
Oh, that's a nice little coke stash they got there. It's up for grabs, if you ask me.
So yeah, anytime I take damage, I have the little ticks with part of my stoic, so think of it as you taking a little bit like lead poison with the bullets, and if you don't take any damage for about 4 seconds, it'll pretty much give you a bit of your health back. And usually with stoic, you usually pair off with the hostage taker skill, most preferably A, so that way you can at least have a hostage, or a joker, that way you can get a health regen. Because trying to get health regen when you're on low health with a stoic is very much impossible without the hostage taker, so just always be be wary of your health. You can always pop this little flash to. However, if you're like in the open and you can't find cover and they still take a lot of damage, you can always drink up the hip flask by pressing the throwable key, which is on the PS4 will be the left D-pad button. That will give you full your health back, and you will be on a cooldown for it for 10 seconds. But as you make kills with it, you reduce that to 1 second. I don't know if it's 1 second or 2, or that could be for another perk deck.
Come on, let's open the fucking door.
And if you're low, and if your health is very low, either half, and you use a flash, you get a lot of your health back than you do when you take like little ticks. When you take a little damage and then use it. So always use the hit flash when you're very much low on health, or when you're almost about to go down. Just pop it. You should have no problem. There will be 1 coke here. Alright, now for the few possible locations for the toothbrush, there might be one here. I know there's probably one right next, I don't know, behind the couches. One possible location, of course, can be found pretty much lying down by seeing, by this knocked over cabinet. You shouldn't really miss it if you always, when you do the magnet, you should probably see the toothbrush there. Now the last 2 known location, or 3, will be located in the bathroom in the 5th floor. One will be located behind this bathtub, just behind this not so fully concealed curtain. And the other two location can be found in here, in these next 2 rooms. There's another bathroom right here in this bathtub. And the final location for the toothbrush can be found is lying on the floor right next to the bathtub. And of course, if you can't find Chavez in time, the game will highlight where he is, so he's there. I'm probably gonna do a little trick where I could probably kill Chavez without killing his goons, so I'll probably just go take this ladder and
Down. On the ground. It's here.
Time to open the red door.
You can go out through that window. Now, once I kill Chavez, the police will arrive, so I'll just make some objectives, but do the objectives quickly. And
Set up the bus boss.
I have no idea why I bought the grenade case, since I can't even refill my hip flask from the grenade case. And it's probably, I always have a habit of buying every asset, even some that will be pretty much useless to me. Of course, I get to
We need the sauce running non-stop. That means
place the
keeping an eye
sauce.
open if one of them jams.
While it does that, I just gonna secure the loot. You can climb, to get to the top. You can also climb the ladder up here, or climb the ladder, which just takes you all the way to the roof. Well, this ladder here will take you all the way to the 5th floor balcony. So I'm gonna take the ladder, so that way I avoid most of the fire down there. Grab the planks here. And of course, I like to board up these barricades here.
What the fuck you want?
Alright, now if you just
I got it. Get down. Got it.
These guys keeping an eye on the sauce. They're still running.
okay, now you just have to.
Hey, motherfucker! Put them out on your knees.
There you go.
Cut.
Alright, now of course they get jammed, so you have to
I
restart
got
it.
it.
Now it can be very risky because there's gonna be a lot of enemies at the 2nd floor, so if it's too much of a crowd, then you could always jump from this fire escape rail to this one, and you should land safely. Be in mind, there's also sometimes some of these doors will not be fully open. It will probably be closed and cut off, so so I had to find new entries to get to.
All the sauce still running.
And I like to place these 2 boards here, so that way I don't have the sniper able to get a line of sight. And there's usually gonna be a SWAT on the other side of the other building, and there will be like a window over there you can see. So I like to board these 2 up.
Got a little bastard, man, this bastard.
I also like to board this window up so they can't repel into this window. I like to block this line of sight and block this line of sight as they do go in by rappelling down. That's usually the best spot where people are usually gonna hunker down when we had to do objectives on the roof.
These guys keeping an eye on the sauce. They're still running.
Chase a rat.
should be over pretty soon. There we go.
The SAWs have done their part. Excellent. Good job, gang. Now we need the explosives from
Is
Bile.
everyone
Give
down
me a
and
moment.
having good,
Bile, it's
restful
time.
time?
How soon can you drop off the C4?
On your knees!
Expect me in 2 minutes. Just hang on.
Did you catch that, gang?
Oh
We'll
god.
drop off the C4 on the roof in a couple of minutes.
Well, that was a.
Run!
Alright, this is probably the hardest part
Okay,
of
in the area. But
this panic room, and that is trying to take out the snipers.
Before I can drop the C4.
So you have to pretty much finish off with the snipers.
I got the dozer!
So just eliminate any law enforcement get close to you and try to pick up any snipers. The AI can also take out the snipers too, so that's really very helpful. But if they can't get a line slap, just take them out. You mostly want to be focused on the snipers. Let the AI handle the law unit. And it's usually the best spot for it.
Those snipers are making it impossible for me to get close enough.
Hostage rescue team underway.
But the AI will also point out the sniper, so if you can't fight him, the AI will most likely tell you where the snipers are, which are very handy to have. A little bit of intel. Yeah, just keep a lookout on the red laser and the firing of the sniper rifle is. Now, it is definitely challenging to do this with 4 players because, well, the AI can be very tanky. A human player is not really, so you have to usually take cover a lot. Just a little reminder too. I went for that bulldozer, but instead I went for that medic instead because if I waste bullets on that dozer trying to kill it, that medic's gonna revive him and I'm just wasting bullets for nothing. So always prioritize which is the more dangerous threat of the law unit. You basically have to kill every sniper in every spot that Overkill could think of in the map. So they mostly like to spawn behind the vents. That's usually their spawn point. And they're usually across the buildings. Alright, it seemed that the sniper dealt with. Luckily one of the AI had found the last sniper. So now Bile will have a helicopter and drop it into C4. The C4 have 2 spots. One will be located on the roof at this spot here at the back. The other location can be found is on the balcony on the 5th floor.
Burn this breather. Now it's time to work. Look good back there. Take advantage of it now.
The C4 has been dropped on the roof, as we agreed.
Alright, this is definitely going to be the next challenge, is placing the C4 on the 9 spots.
Watch out, bulldozer!
So since it's too much of heat on top, I'll just focus on doing these ones instead, the very bottom one, where there's not much heat.
That's it, guys. But we still need to plant more C4 on the 5th floor and the roof.
The cloak of smoke.
Of course, it's a little bit difficult to get the, now since I'm here, there's gonna be a lot of them to spawn, so make sure you grab more. It's a little bit more heated, so I'm just gonna continue placing C4 on the 5th floor.
Plant the last C4 on the roof and we should be good to go.
Now, okay, before I place the C4 on the floor, I need to grab more and more time, because if I try to place all of them, I only have 2 and I need 3 more. Holy god, they're getting... Oh my god. Okay. Okay, now my AI is definitely gonna get annihilated here. So I'm trying to get all of them back safely inside, away from the roof. But sadly, they're just getting mowed down. Luckily, Dallet made it out safely. Oh, I did not notice about the money on here. The more you know. Alright, since it's very risky, what I'm mostly gonna do is try to probably go all the way down and try to get many of the police units down here with me as I go. So that way there should be less heat when trying to place it on the roof. Yeah, watch out for those 2 snipers in the balcony. It will take some time. Well, I'll just refill. Yeah, try and get most of them off the roof. There might be a lot, so mostly a lot of them will be coming down. Alright, it sounds very quiet for now. So, there might be less stuff on the roof now. So... Well, there's still some, but it should be a lot. Yeah, it's still not worth it. Of course. Alright, now this is very difficult, but... Alright, now I probably would have to have the AI, but unfortunately they're getting annihilated. No way. Oh my god. I have never seen the AI getting annihilated. Alright, on it for safety.
Get off your ass! I'm coming!
Yeah, just remember that first aid kits may replenish your health, but they do not replenish your down, so... I think the only thing I can do now is just try to fend off most. Find them off until the coast is clear. Alright, it looks clear, so I had to do it fast time. Alright, there's gonna be less heat. so that's good.
Good job. Now get the hell away from there before it goes off. Come on, gang. I can't detonate the explosives as long as you are close.
Man, that part was always the worst.
Well, you came out on top, and that's the important thing. Our recess is over, fellas. Let's get back in business.
Put him up.
Did you see that? That's how we do things.
Eat back. Cuff yourself.
That's one hell of a hole. It's perfect.
Sniper out.
Bile, you're up. How long before you're here?
Guys, I'm on my way back in.
On your knees.
Time to defend,
Hurry,
gang.
come on.
Bile's on the way.
Let's see.
Stay frosty.
Oh, we didn't get it in time. What I was hoping for is when to secure when we had the objectives to secure the roof. If you get that objective to promote before the assault starts, you'll pretty much complete it right away. So you can skip that process and able to attach the magnet right away. But since we got the objective of secure the roof by during the assault, then you have to wait it out of the assault to secure the roof. So I like the high rate in this room. Probably one of my favorite spots.
Medic is down. Joker kill.
Plus you can also hide in this bathroom and right behind this bathtub, and they're mostly they can't get to you.
Smoke. Kimuriya. Smoke da.
I'm here, guys. But I can't come closer as long as the roof is filled with cops.
Also, another good tip is when you're going to do the objective of taking out the snipers, you can be able to take out pretty much every sniper on this side of the streets. You can take them out one by one here through these windows, which is very helpful. Now you can kill one of the snipers through that one window, which I had one of them boarded up. So if you have it boarded up, you actually caught one of the line of sight to get the sniper. So that might be a risk trade-off for more cover or just better line of sight. And in this section, they love to throw smoke bomb, like every time when a smoke is done.
Get him off on me! I need your help! Help!
That cloaker's on the roof, so I just have to. Hey, we damage you. Well, you guys go to show that you can't hit their hands. I bet there's a lot of them on the other side in that hallway.
Smoke bomb.
Alright, you want to go check it out.
You gotta take them out! They're killing me!
The police are
there you go. We secured a roof, even though we did not actually go to the roof in the first place.
Still, you only won the battle, not the war. Back to the plan, guys.
These bad guys are in for some bad luck. That's good enough. Coming in.
Taser, stay back.
Lowering the winch now.
For now, we have to attach the magnet to the pennant room.
Okay, the winch is in
I like this
place.
spot right here
Now I
to attach the magnet. That way, you should avoid a lot of the damage from the cops. And now you just have to defend a helicopter. And yep, that is a taser. These guys will love to tase you, try wasting all your bullets, and if any law enforcement nearby, they'll mostly cause you the most bleed out. They'll try, and if you get fully down by a taser, it will not count as a bleed out. Same apply to the cloaker kick. So you can get down by these guys as many times as you want. But the thing is with tasers, they have, the taser just makes you burn your ammo a lot more. And to make matters worse, if you have a perk deck that's a throwable key, you can't activate it while you're getting tased. I gotta push my way up now. Now, of course, you have to defend a helicopter. You can't do it by helping by giving a little more suppression fire, kill most of the loss. You know when you got it, when Bile says, the pilot will say, he got it and he's gonna limit it out. There are two ways you can actually complete this, is just, you know, try to hold out the police assault, you know, by just killing a lot, try to secure the roof. Or you can do is wait when the assault is over. That's when. And the next one, or the second possibility, is just hold out the police assault, so that way the cover have no problem. Just like you do, secure the roof. Just hunker down. And I feel like this map, Panic Room, really tests out your patience to see how well you could be very patient of waiting on some of the objectives. Try and pick off some of the snipers, and then try and place the C4 on the roof. And how long you're gonna hold out of securing the roof. And now this is the final objective.
Just hang on.
Oh, of course. I hate when the camera actually fights over you when you're trying to kill a cloaker. It's quite annoying sometimes.
Smoke grenade. Got the little bastard ready faster. Smoke ya. Smoke well.
Now, the way to get down, all the way down, I like to take is the fire escape. All the way down.
Everybody,
I tell you, like, you reach this area here with no way down. Just jump off this rail, land on this rail, then land into the ground here. You should avoid the fall damage. You will take a little bit of damage, but you're not gonna go down. Lockpick this door. You might have a chance to fight a couple more goons, or not, or maybe a few.
This is the place.
And there you go. That is Panic Room. Death sentence 1 down. And with all loot. There might be a few money bundles I may miss, but they're like scattered all over the place. And Panic Room is like a very messy apartment. Thanks for watching. Until next time, farewell.